Hey, isn't this stuff beautiful, guys? I just love silver. I wanted to go over some benefits and the value of stacking silver. Um, I have a lot of thoughts about this, and most of the stuff is just common sense things that I've seen. This is from my own research and my own opinions. Um, do your own research, guys, but these are my top things I see as to the benefit of stacking silver. Um, Number one, I think historical value. Silver and gold, but silver specifically has been used for thousands of years by pretty much every civilization as a form of wealth, as a currency. Kings and queens used it. So that to me, tells me that silver is going to be around forever. I mean, and used as a currency. Even though we're on a fiat system right now, mostly, well, probably everywhere, and historically, silver, this stuff has been used for currency, and I think that's a huge benefit in stacking silver. If it were good enough for kings and queens for thousands of years and everybody else, I think it's good enough for me. Some of the other things, industrial demand. I believe with all this EV stuff and green policy and stuff like that, solar panels, things like that, there's a huge industrial demand. I think it's going to increase big time, which means there's going to be a lot of demand for silver industrially, which could help the price. I'm sure it will. The route we're going nowadays, they're trying to get away from gas-powered vehicles and things like that, go everything electric, and more efficient stuff for the environment, the climate, this and that. I think there's going to be a really, really big demand down the road here. I don't know how long. It just depends how fast they can implement this stuff. I don't think we're ready quite yet, but I'm not against electric, so I think it's going to benefit silver in the long run for sure. Another thing I think is a big benefit of stacking silver, and that is just the ability to trade with it, trade and barter with it, instead of using a fiat system. I know guys that do it. I mean, I've done it a little bit, small things. I don't get rid of my silver, but I know guys use it to trade and barter with. So I think that's one of the big benefits. Another really big one is a storage of wealth. You're storing value in this, and it's physically in your hands or stored wherever in your house or wherever you're storing it. You actually have it sitting there instead of sitting in a bank or in a vault somewhere. Some of these. I just saw a news article come out about one of those storage vault type, investment type scams, I call them, where you send money and then they store your silver for you. I think that's ridiculous. But you can look it up on the news. I might make a video about that. But apparently there was no silver in the vault. So people had all their money invested and the silver was not actually there. So storing it yourself is ideal. I mean, I can't imagine ever doing it that way. And that's the same reason I don't really care for investing my money into, the market, silver-backed securities or silver-related securities or mining companies, whatever. I want the stuff in my hands, okay? It's there. If I need it, I got it. You could use it to barter. You could use it to trade. You could sell it if you had to. That's the benefit of it, a big benefit in my opinion. And the biggest, I think, benefit of this is a hedge. It's a hedge or an insurance policy against inflation, the collapse of the dollar. I mean, to me, that's huge, and I don't see it as an investment. Okay, I see it as protecting yourself, protecting what you already had. You've been working your whole life, and all your money is tied up in basically one thing, which is cash, the fiat system. And to me, having this around, at least some of it, will protect you in case of a dollar decline or the world economy crashing or whatever. I think that's really, really important to have this stuff. And I believe only a small percentage of the population actually has any significant amount of silver. That's crazy. I think that will increase over time. But, you should have this stuff. And, it could protect you. I don't know for sure. We've went over this in other videos. If it's a doomsday scenario, Mad Max type scenario, I don't know how much value this will have. But in economic conditions, those type of things where the dollar's, failing or whatever, it should preserve your wealth, what you've worked your whole life for. So to me, I think it's a must-have. Of course, you should probably diversify into other things as well. But if you don't have silver in your portfolio, I think you're making a mistake, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a investment professional, not a financial advisor or anything like that. Do your own research. There's lots of YouTubers and information all over the internet from these guys propping as investment. Get rich. Silver's going to go to the moon. All this stuff. I don't think you should look at it that way. I think you should really look at it for the other topics that we just discussed. I think that's the most important thing. And I do love silver. And I just, I'd rather have this in my hands. That's it. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually very smart. So if you like what I talked about, you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel. I should have done this years ago, but I'm working on it now. I'm trying to pass on the information I've learned over the years of being in the coin business. And hopefully it'll be helpful to you guys. Thanks and have a great day.